Hey everybody, it's Trigger Bar Philosopher. Welcome back out to the range. Today we have a fun one. We're going to be taking a look at the new Primary Arms PLXc on top of the Ruger SFAR. Let's get going. Okay, so what are we looking at? We have the Primary Arms PLX. That's their platinum lineup. Their best scope. The glass is made in Japan. And it's their compact version. You can see how short that is. Just for reference, here are my hands, and I am a 5'11"-ish size person. So pretty normally I have large size hands, so it's like an 8-inch scope, which is pretty awesome. And we're going to be, I just got it zeroed in. Just going to be testing it out and evaluating a little bit. Have it on top of the Ruger SFAR, which has been running great for me. Putting more and more rounds on it, developing more and more confidence. That is, of course, after I changed out the gas block, after I had to send it back to Ruger to get a new bolt carrier group, because the one that I had, the gas key had come loose on it. So all the discussions on the Ruger SFAR and challenges with it, pros and cons. Well, this thing is running really well for me, and with this lightweight scope on top now, it really is just sort of it feels like an AR-15. It feels lighter than several AR-15s that I have. So it's really a fun gun to have out at the range now that it's gassed and running properly. But yeah, so let's do a review a little bit more of the PLXc. Take a look at some of the features as we try to attempt to get downrange with it. All right, well, I think we have the scope sighted in. It is a 1:8x scope LPVO, low-powered variable optic. It does have very good brightness settings. I need to get it out a little bit more in the brighter sunlight. It's getting dark here right now, but things are looking very good with it and very promising. The glass is some of the clearest glass that I've seen, and I don't know how they take this footage. I'm not really a very good video person, but when you look through this, it appears that it's just floating in space, the glass. You don't see any of the bevels. I've heard and I've read that the glass is made at the same place that Enforce makes its glass for the Attacker LPVO that they have. And I would say that this is amazing. It is a little bit more of an expensive type of scope, but I'm feeling like it's worth every penny. As I look through this, the clarity on the 1X is incredible. Like you just hardly see any of the scope around it. The back to forth, side to side is pretty reasonable. Then you go to 8X. The reticle is looking sharp. Virtually no blurring around the edges. It's got, again, a pretty good wide box here for it to get on top of it. So much better than my Swamp Fox Arrowhead. Now, it's quite a bit more expensive than the Swamp Fox Arrowhead rifle, or scope. But so what I want to do today, I'm not very good at videoing this, so I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go back to something that I know I can do. We're going to shoot some groups, a little bit continuing testing of the SFAR, a little bit more continuing testing of this PLXc. I'll shoot 4 rounds with AAC, 5 rounds with AAC. We'll shoot 5 rounds with this Hornady Black and 5 rounds with the Gold Medal Sierra Match King. And we'll see how we do on our target, which is downrange at 100 yards. All right, wasn't a great group. We'll note it's probably not the best day for shooting groups. It's pretty windy out here, and that is definitely going to impact the groups at 100 yards. Not tons, but we're not going to be getting holes in holes with this type of elements that's going on. But let's keep shooting. That was the AAC 150 grain. Now we've got some Hornady Black 155 grain. It's an SST bullet. So let's see what we get with this. Okay, good, not great groups. Let's go to these Hornady, or let's go to the Federal Premium Match Kings, see how we perform with those. If you note, I am firing this in pretty rapid succession. I don't have a lot of extra time tonight, so definitely we're getting some heating up on the barrel. just want to test this out shooting the 1-8 in low light conditions like this, which is candidly what you may be doing in hunting type scenarios. And so just doing a little bit of a test with that, and it is performing beautifully. The clarity still is just phenomenal. Oh, and SFAR strikes again. Did not get a good feed on that one. It was a failure to feed. It did extract, but a failure to feed. See how it does with the rest of them. Fine on that one. Fine on that one. Not fine on that one. Did not pick up a round. Let me make a little bit of a change and adjustment and give this thing just a little bit more gas. I can give that on this rifle. I can give it just a little bit more because I have that Arrow adjustable gas block in it. We'll just open it up one click. Oh, got to put a round in. Yeah, looks like that functioned. We got lock back. Awesome. Well, let's go down range and see what we got and have a little bit of a closing statement. Well, as you can see, it's a different day out today, and I wasn't quite happy with how things were going with that, especially when I was shooting these federal rounds when I got a failure to extract. So definitely went and checked my gas block. I was running out of light just now on the previous range day, and I was shooting it on the wrong setting. I had moved it down to a setting 11. I have another video in my series where I have to shoot on setting 12. Again, this is an Arrow Precision adjustable gas block, 15 settings. In previous testing, I had shown I had to shoot it on setting 12. Ironically, looking back at some of my old video footage, was also on some Federal Premium. I'm not sure what, if these are underpowered, overpowered. I don't know. I don't get it why it fails it. And then interestingly enough, checking a video out from Public Defender, who also had some in cold weather cycling issues. Now, it's not super cold here, but it is below 30 degrees. Yeah, so we're going to shoot for groups. Those other groups that I said, oh, we'll go down range and we'll take a look. They're terrible. They're all about 1.5 to 2 inches and at 100 yards. And so today we're going to be doing another 100-yard test. A little bit less wind today. I'm at a different range. It's a little bit more enclosed and protected. And so we'll reshoot some of those groups. I'll probably speed it up during this process, and we'll check for function, and then we'll go down range and see what we're getting with these Federal Premiums, AAC ammunition, and Hornady Blacks. So let's get going. All right, as you see, we're able to shoot all 5, cycled properly. Setting 12, that was the one that I had it on before. Everything's working good. Group is a little bit better. Definitely nice when there's not 25-mile-an-hour gusts going on. So I don't think it's anything to write home about, but we'll keep shooting and get practicing these other rounds. We'll next go to the AAC ammunition, and I only have 3 rounds, so we'll do the best we can with those 3 shots. All right, so we got the AAC. It's just the FMJ. It's their cheap ammo, 150 grain, targeted 100 yards. All right, not a great group. Now let's next go up to the Hornady Black. Hopefully I have 5 rounds here, but let's get shooting. Okay, the Hornady Black 155 grain. All right, not great. Starting to snow just a little bit here. My take on this rifle, as we're finishing up here at the range, the PLXc is really a nice reticle. Probably the best reticle I've ever had. Seems to float in midair as you're looking through it. I don't know, it's a unique experience that I can't seem to capture it on my phone. I'll probably do another short on this in the future when I get some other equipment to get a better video with it. But it's just phenomenal. Just a fantastic shooting experience. Feel like I can get right up on it even when I'm bench rest shooting, which is not what this is meant to do. I get that, and that's why I have it on here. But even when I'm bench rest shooting, I feel like I can get pretty accurate out to 100, and I'm sure with gongs and plates and other things out beyond that, I feel pretty accurate with that too. All right, so taking a look at our shots today, we have our Federal Premium Match King 168 grain. Not a bad group, at least close to MOA. Maybe a little bit beyond, because that is an inch to inch right there, and so that over to there would be just a little bit up beyond 1 MOA with a 5-shot group. Definitely had some bullet on bullet action in there. Very happy with that. This is the AAC ammo, not grouping terribly well. And this is the Hornady SST. I felt like my holds were pretty good on all of these and pretty steady bench rest. Could be me, but I think it's the rifle and not necessarily liking these rounds. But what I was able to show is with a bench rest, that Primary Arms optic looks like a keeper and looks like you can be sufficiently accurate with the right rest, with the right shooting precision, and that's certainly something that I need to work on when I'm standing or in other positions, and which is more what that Primary Arms optic is for. I do like the ACSS reticle, which has the chevron type shape, so I can get that point. My aiming position on all of these was the bottom, so definitely have to adjust my rifle down a few clicks for all of these, some more than others, and maybe just a little bit left to right. But I'm very happy with how this thing is shooting. So let me know what you think. Please put it in the comments below. Tell me what you think about this group. Tell me what you think about the Ruger SFAR. I'm really liking how it's running, really liking how it's set up. I think this is a keeper for me now at this point. I'm feeling pretty confident in it. Let me know what you think. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a great day.